There are fake boxers, fake BJJ black belts, fake karate practitioners, but because of the performance of a few fraud practitioners, we cannot call an entire system fake unless it's Wing Chun or Tai Chi Chuan. This is what I call hypocrisy. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. We cannot call boxing a fake fighting system just because of a few fake boxers. But my question is why? Because you have seen legit boxers as well. You have seen their fighting skills. But how many of you actually have seen a Tai Chi competition? I'm not talking about demonstration, I'm talking about Tai Chi Chuan fighting competitions. None, I guess. That's because most of the Chinese media are banned in Western world. This type of competitions are actually happening in China, but because we haven't seen those yet, our entire perspective of Tai Chi Chuan is based on what we saw on social media. Many frauds all around the world show their magic tricks with their so-called Qi energy. When Xu Xiaodong started exposing them, everyone cheered for him, including me. In spite of the fact that he punched to the back of the head, we all appreciated what he had done to expose fake martial art masters. Even Shaolin abbot Shi Yongxin himself said that whatever Xu Xiaodong is doing is actually good for traditional martial art. But then when I saw he is fighting one after another completely out of shape senior citizens, his modus operandi became questionable. Why was he fighting against so many elderly people? Well, he answered himself. Whatever he said, I cannot agree to that completely because it's not just elderly people, also younger people practice Tai Chi Chuan. But most people all around the world practice Tai Chi Chuan for health, not for combat. Even during the pandemic, COVID patients in China and Russia were taught Tai Chi Chuan for faster recovery. They must be very lucky that Xu Xiaodong did not appear in the quarantine center. Just as same, a lot of people practice boxing not for fighting but for weight loss and fitness. Imagine what would happen to a person who is practicing boxing for fitness against a professional boxer. We can predict the result, can't we? But as Sushadong claimed that he does not consider Tai Chi Chuan as a martial art, then he should be fighting against someone who is studying Tai Chi Chuan not for health or self-defense, but for full contact bare knuckle fights. Tai Chi Chuan is not a single martial art style, but a genre of Chinese traditional Kung Fu. Not all schools teach Tai Chi Chuan for health only. Chen style Tai Chi Chuan, Shanfang Tai Chi Chuan, Yang style Tai Chi Chuan have their own Sanda program, and they have been testing their skills not just against other Tai Chi Chuan practitioners but against different styles and winning matches. Han Fei Long brought Tai Chi Chuan even to kickboxing circuit. This is his fight against a Brazilian Muay Thai fighter. If you want to prove one martial art style is useless, you have to fight against those people who have been using that style for actual fighting, rather than those people who have been only doing it for health and fitness. Xu Xiaodong claimed that Tai Chi Chuan is an useless form of Kung Fu, and everyone believed him, but nobody ever asked why he never challenged someone who has been using Tai Chi Chuan for fighting.
But nowadays, he's more of a businessman. He's opened up several gyms across China and spends his time organizing and promoting fights.
This entire hunt for fake martial art masters is nothing but a publicity stunt to promote his own chain of MMA gyms. He could have taken the hard way like Chinese UFC champion Zhang Weili by proving himself inside the octagon. After all, Xu Xiaodong was a Sanda champion and a Sanda instructor. But it wasn't his goal to be an MMA champion. His goal was to be. But how come this god of internet managed to get so many Tai Chi practitioners who never practiced Tai Chi to fight for real? Well, this video explains everything here. Here he is visiting a Tai Chi practitioner's house with his camera crew, not in his school, but in his house where his family lives. How many civilized people do you think do that? He kept trolling people, humiliating people until they got ready for the fight. And this is not an isolated event. His trick backfired on him when he challenged Chen style Tai Chi Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang when he was 75 years old. I'm sure Xu Xiaodong would be very proud of himself after beating a 75 years old man if he had the chance. But Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang did not get in Xu Xiaodong's trap. Instead of that, he filed a complaint for defamation. There is a fake news circulating about Xu Xiaodong on the internet that Chinese government punished him for exposing Chinese martial art. The truth is he have never been punished by Chinese government but by Chinese court of law. And that's not for exposing fake masters, but as a result of that defamation case. In fact, Xu Xiaodong himself said, "A lot of people have been brainwashed by these fake Kung Fu masters. I'm trying to wake them up and let them know what real traditional Kung Fu actually is." And I personally really admire him for that. After all, he was a Sanda instructor. Another weapon in the arsenal of Taiji hating keyboard warriors is a fight happened in 1954 in Portuguese occupied Macau. To be honest, that fight indeed looked stupid because they wanted to make it look like a boxing match. Look at the ring arrangement, the referee. Even further in the video, you can see the time gap between rounds to take rest. Wu-style Tai Chi was created by a general of Qing dynasty named Wu Chuan-yo. It is supposed to be an early modern military hand-to-hand combat system. There is a lot of grappling involved in Wu-style Tai Chi. It's definitely not a style for pound-for-pound fighting like boxing. Tibetan White Crane, Bai He Pai, or White Crane School, if we say it in Guangdonghua or Cantonese dialect, Bak Hok Pai, a style created by a Tibetan monk, Dai Dat Lama. It's a style supposed to be strictly for self-defense, not for pound-for-pound fighting. However, it is also a fact that the Tai Chi Chuan practitioner here was in his 50s. The amount of bare-knuckle punches landed on his head was impossible to tolerate for any ordinary man. Imagine if you want to organize a boxing match, but you do not have any boxers. So instead of boxers, you invited an Irish collar and elbow wrestler to fight against a defensive practitioner who learned his hand-to-hand combat skills during World War II. It would be quite a scene, isn't it? And yes, it would be a stupid attempt. This kind of hypothetical event actually happened in Macau in 1954 as a match between Taiji versus Tibetan White Crane. All I am requesting everyone is to understand that Taiji Chuan is not one single Kung Fu style. It's a genre of several different styles of Chinese Kung Fu. Some styles were designed for health benefits and fitness, and some schools teach it both for fitness and self-defense, and some teach it for full contact fighting. That's all for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe the channel. Soon I'm going to post Taiji Chuan fighting videos. Till then, enjoy your training and all the best.